Yo, yo, yo. I think we might have to put these on. What up, what up? What I hate about my computer is that I have to sacrifice something in order to go live. I have to sacrifice a second monitor because I need that input for the camera. But I need two screens. First world problems. Last stream, it took me an hour before anyone came in. We'll see what happens this time. I wonder if we can make this really small. Put it over here. I guess we can. And the chat still shows up. Kind of. Yeah, I think, because what I'd like to do, I'd like to be live, but I'd also like to edit a video, because I got work to do. I need to solve this double screen thing. I'll need a screen that can take a USB output or the other option is I can use USB as the camera input and I'd have to use one of these, a wireless Bluetooth mouse, which I hate using. What's up, Tia? What's going on? I'm just complaining about life. Welcome. The sacrifices one has to make to go live. I'm just walking on a treadmill, really, a little desk treadmill. I try to go live and walk on a treadmill while I do other work, but nothing. I don't think I'm that entertaining, but let me going you? I don't know what that means, but it sounds like it's funny. I love that emoji. I love the laughing emoji. What are you doing is the real question. Just saying. Oh, let me join? Let me join you? Hey, welcome. Yeah, usually there's like one other person who like usually joins. He's a homie. I think his name is something Platinum. Something Platinum always shows up, and he's a good time. What's going on? Monrosh Vlogs, how are you? I'm doing, you know what? I'm doing better now. I'm doing better now that people are showing up. I had a rough couple days. Not really rough, just, I don't know. But I'm good. Just got done with homework. Oh, homework? I thought it's summer. Are you in summer school? Tia? What homework we talking? Math? Algebra? Calculus? I can do some calculus. What is this your name? What is this your name? I'm not sure what that question is. If you're asking what my name is, it's Andrew. I always feel weird saying my name. I've always felt my name was awkward to say. Andrew. That's weird. But that's my name. Is your name Monrosh? Because that's an awesome name if it is. What do you from? I don't know what that means either. Where am I from? I'm based in California, Southern California. I'm doing my master's. Okay, so the college timings are different. Oh, are you sure? Where's your master's program? I actually, surprisingly, I don't know if it's surprising, but I have a master's. I have a master's in educational psychology. What is your, what is your master's in? I got no vacation. That does kind of suck, but I'm sure that's intentional. You're trying to get through the program quickly to, go on to greater things. But if I did give you some advice, slow down, Oh, I'm from India. That explains a lot then. I can imagine the timing's much different. Um, so thank you for clearing that up. You are so smart. You don't look like you are from India. Where are you from? I'm not from India. Now I'm confused. It sounds like you two are having a conversation yourself, Monrosh and Tia, and I'm just the third wheel. I am definitely not. I'm from California, like I said. Well, actually, I was raised in Vegas, but I live in California right now. My master's in CS. Is that computer science? You ended up on an Indian server. I'll take it. Oh, there's Crazy Platinum. I told you he'd show up. I was telling these guys, Crazy. I was telling these guys you were going to show up. You're the homie. Do you like India? I've never been. I have nothing. I don't want to sound naive or ignorant. I like Indian food, and whenever I go to what I believe are like authentic Indian restaurants, I love the culture. They're very, very warming guests, and I appreciate that, and it's awesome. But I've never been to India, so I don't really want to make too many more assumptions and sound like an idiot. But it's cool. Tia says I ended up on an Indian server. I think that's kind of cool. What time is it there? Let me know. What time is it in India? I will be very curious about that. Truth or dare, I don't do those things. Someone was doing that I did a live stream on TikTok like 2-3 years ago, and someone was doing these truth or dare, like show me your feet things. And like, I showed them my slipper and I got banned from ever going live on TikTok. And that account is I think secretly shadow banned, so I'll never do no truth or dares. Actually, I'll do truths. Just ask me questions. I'll be true about anything. I take that back. If you ever come here, don't come in the summer. Okay, good to know. It's like 40 degrees Celsius. What is that in Fahrenheit? I'm ignorant. I'm a Fahrenheit guy. I guess I can pull up a converter here. I bet that's over 100 degrees. Let me see. 40 degrees Celsius is what in Fahrenheit? 104 degrees. Yeah, that's hot. Actually, but I lived in Vegas, and our Vegas summers got to like 116. So I'm used to kind of hot. But I've been in California for 4 or 5 years now, and it's the best. So it's definitely not 100 degrees here. 12 a.m. Oh, got it. So midnight. Awesome. Well, thanks for staying up. I appreciate it. Where did Crazy Platinum go? You still in here? It was something else. I wouldn't dare you to do anything stupid. I was just going to dare you to do something else. Well, what if I pick truth? I don't like doing dares. I guess I'm not as courageous as I look. I don't even think I look courageous, but Indian people like your culture, and you like the culture of Indian people. Very nice. I think, honestly, everyone's nice. There's always just a group of people who are not nice, and sometimes it's easier to project a whole group of people not nice when there's really only a couple. But I kind of think objectively, I think most cultures are very, very nice, very warming. They want to treat guests with respect, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe other people have other opinions. Yeah, it's really hot in Vegas. Sometimes, yeah, it gets like 116 degrees. Oh, what's up, crazy? Okay, just wanted to make sure you know, you were still here. My little view counter says that everyone left, so kind of sad, but maybe it's just lying, or I don't know. I thought I was actually entertaining for the first 10 minutes. I felt a little spark, but I don't know how other people do live streams for like hours. I'm not sure what they do. Fishman! Cheers, Fishman. Happy Friday. Good morning. Good to see you're back. I didn't think you'd ever come back. I felt like I was like, I wasn't fun. I'm not, but I felt like you were looking for more fun people. But welcome back. Fishman. So here's what's going on, Fishman. I've ended up somehow on an Indian server, I've been told. And my friend Tia here and Monrosh Vlogs are from India. It's 12 a.m. in India and it's 104 degrees Fahrenheit and 40 degrees Celsius. But they're awesome. I was just scrolling when I saw your live. See, that's where I'm hoping to slide in. That's what people are telling me. Because I think going live in a vertical format on YouTube is relatively new. Maybe not. But yeah, I'm interested to see how people come across my live to get in. So, good information. I just showed up while you were scrolling. Nice. Glad you clicked on my face. Same here. You just popped up. Okay. Getting some more information. Good to know. What sucks is that like these platforms like and all these gurus tell you to like, you know, the perfect timing and the right timing to do things. And I feel like so you got to fit in all these boxes to do these right things. I just want a bunch of people to come in here, talk about stuff. But then again, I am interested if I want to grow to see how to fucking what to do. But I don't know. This seems kind of random. What is it? It's Friday, 11:30 a.m. for me. So how did the notifications work? I finally got my notification. Did you get an email? I don't even know. Or if you're on YouTube, does it notify you if I go live? And do you guys watch any other people live in a vertical format? Let me know that. Because I don't think a lot of people do it on YouTube, but maybe I'm completely wrong. And maybe I should answer these questions myself and be a bigger user. But I guess when I'm watching lives, I usually watch, I think TikTok is usually my live place. And I'll watch YouTube podcasts and stuff, but rarely am I on YouTube watching people live. But I go on YouTube live because I got kicked off of TikTok for going live. But I have over 10,000 people on TikTok. Go follow me there too. Let's run it up. Even though I'd rather have more followers on YouTube because YouTube's king. There are plenty of subreddits where you can promote your channel. Interesting. But is that like a saturated game? Like, if everyone's doing it, I'm just too lazy to do that. I'd rather like meet awesome people like you and get you to like me and then kind of do that work for me. Not that I want it to be work, I want you to enjoy it, but I'm just not good at admin stuff and I'm all by myself and it's a lot. But I do understand that sometimes you have to do those things if you really want to grow. So maybe, I don't know. Whenever you post or go live, it will send my phone. Oh, wow, like a normal notification. Wow, so I go straight to your phone. Wow, that's powerful. Cool. I kind of, if one day I might just mess with you and like go live for like 5 seconds and then not, and then go leave and then go off. So you get notifications like every minute that I'm live. That would kind of be funny, but then you'd probably unfollow me. But it would just be a joke. That's kind of how I mess around. Fun fact, TikTok is banned in India. Wow, did not know that. Oh my gosh, I'm learning so much today. Subreddits won't have that. I can't see. There's a missing word because I have something blocking that. I have not done, man, I have Reddit. There's so many platforms they say you have to be on. TikTok, LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, everything. How do you keep up with them? I mean, technically, I'm a crypto channel, even though most of my lives I just chill with cool people and we don't really talk about crypto, which is cool. I don't care. But if I'm growing a crypto channel, maybe Reddit is one of the more important platforms. I know Twitter is, but I'm growing really slow on Twitter too, and I don't know. I just hate that there's so many places. I wish there was just one. Bring back MySpace. That's what happens when you subscribe and hit the bell, and you should do that. I should do that for myself? I guess I'm confused. You should do that. Can you explain what that means? You should do that for the Crypto Corner, which is my channel. What should I do? Let me know. I'll take advice. Won't have that quality of interactive people. Oh, on what? You put a star. Where is that meant to be said? There are plenty of them. Now I'm confused. I feel like you guys are trying to help, but I'm not understanding. Won't have that quality of interactive people. On where? Oh, on Reddit. Is that what you're saying? I think I understand. Yeah, I think YouTube's the way to go. I just need to be patient and maybe more consistent with jumping on these lives. I can do it. I'm at home a lot editing. I think it's just, I actually have no idea why I don't more. I really don't. Is the live shorts new? That's what I'm thinking. That's what I was asking. Because I was watching a video, I think, and yeah, if you go live on YouTube in I have a vertical camera, then it sends it over to shorts section, which I think gives me an opportunity, I think, to steal a couple followers because not a lot of people are doing it in shorts. If they're going live on YouTube, it's in the horizontal landscape format. So that's what I was asking, if anyone else that you know while you're in shorts is doing lives, or am I like one of the only ones? I don't think I'm the only one, obviously, but like Gary Vee says, you got to try to find where there's undervalued attention, and I don't think a lot of people are doing vertical live streaming on YouTube. Maybe I'm wrong. I did the same, otherwise you won't get any notifications unless you manually click on the channel. Oh, I'm lost. I don't know what I need to do then. Why don't you do some interesting stuff? What's your goal? I don't know. Good questions though. I should ponder this. I think ultimately, my goal is to build a YouTube. The passive income on ad revenue dollars from long form videos, I think that's my goal. To put in all the work for, I don't know, a year or two, build up an audience so that I can get people to watch long form videos so that those can create passive income. I think that's the goal. But I have so many interests. Like, I have a crypto channel. There's a channel I have that I like talking about AI stuff. I'm a big AI art guy. My little artist name is B Sprouts, so I have channels where I'm B Sprouts on TikTok and stuff. So I like crypto, I like AI stuff, and then I'm a video editor, so I like the whole content creation in general. So I have so many of these wide interests, I spread out my time to all of them, and so nothing grows. So I don't know. If you're trying to grow your channel, you can advertise on Instagram or Reddit. Facebook is more like older people and X is more for politics. Well, X is actually a good place for crypto too. Crypto Twitter is like the main, I think. If I were to put the crypto channels or platforms, it'd be Twitter and then maybe YouTube and Reddit, or maybe you can switch those two. But yeah, I mean, I've done a couple ad campaigns on Instagram and Reddit, but maybe like Fishman is kind of presenting to me. I might not be exactly 100% clear on exactly like what I'm trying to grow. How are you going to build a community with lives? I don't know. I mean, I got you and Crazy Platinum so far. I got two who are jumping in all the time. So that's how. You're my community, Fishman. Fishman is becoming an interviewer. Let's do it. Let's do podcasts too. Let's do it all. Ask me questions. Let's get it. Let's get to the truth. I like tough questions. It makes me, because I'll be honest as hell. And then we'll get to the root of maybe my problems here. So keep asking. I was going to say I'm not sensitive. I am, but I internalize things quickly, and then I realize that there's no need to be. So basically what I'm saying is I won't ever be mad at anything anyone says or questions, because people have bad days. Sometimes people trigger other people and it has nothing to do with them. So, but technically I am a sensitive person. Just throwing it out there. Anyway. Yeah. Good questions. Good questions. How do other people build communities? They go live. That's the whole thing that everyone's saying to do now anyway. They're saying go live, live stream. Even though they're saying to do it on, what are the other platforms? Twitch, and there's another one. That's where like all the game people are. Or the people who just have people randomly show up in their rooms. I don't know what's going on. I'm too old. I don't get it. That there's like people who have 200,000 people watching their live, and they just like have people show up in their bedroom or something, and I don't even know what's going on. But hey, they figured it out. Good for them. Like, no judgment here. You should start with shorts. I have TikTok. I have a TikTok that has almost 11,000 followers. I'm growing that over there. But I can't go live on TikTok because I got banned. But I also don't think TikTok's the best place for actual community. I actually think it's YouTube. But that's where my biggest community is right now. Where are you going, man? I'm not going anywhere. I'm on a treadmill. I walk in the same place. But great question. Yeah, don't stop those shorts. Reels and TikToks would be good advertisements. Yeah, the thing I'm consistent with, which is weird, not weird, but I'll lay it out to you. What I basically have been doing for the past year is I do like top 10 news headlines every day. But the thing with those is it kind of becomes old news the next day. So they don't have a lot of like, I can't advertise a video I make about news headlines on like June 21st when, if it's June 25th, no one cares anymore. So that's what I need to do. I need to switch up kind of maybe what I talk about. I can be more educational. I can ask questions on what people want from me, because I know there's a strategy of making sure you give value to everyone else, which I'd be willing to do. I don't know. But these are great questions. I really appreciate it, because I'm actually struggling with that now, because I'm a freelance video editor, and I actually, to be honest, hate doing work for other people. Like, I don't like doing creative work and building someone else's stuff. It's fun, don't get me wrong, I like collaborating with people, but I I want most of my income to be my own creative stuff. So I definitely need to take some time to maybe lock in a better strategy on exactly what I'm doing. You guys are helping me get clear on that, so appreciate it. You keep asking where are you going, but I'm not going anywhere. I'm just walking on a treadmill. I would love to do a walking podcast where I bring this camera and I have a belt, and the belt has an arm so the camera can be in front of me and I can just walk, and then have another person next to me, same thing, a belt with a long arm, a selfie stick almost, and just do a walking podcast because I love walking. I live in San Diego, beautiful weather. Who wouldn't watch a podcast where you're walking on the beach? I've been wanting to do that forever. And I go to the dog beach a lot. I love the dog beach. Dogs and beaches, the best. It's truly, fuck Disneyland. It's the happiest place on earth. Dog beach. What about crime stuff? You like that stuff? Maybe you could make, TikToks about crime? Maybe like financial crimes. Maybe you might be getting somewhere. Because there's a lot of scams in crypto. And people do like, you're onto something. People do like crime and investigative stuff, like that CoffeeZilla guy. So maybe I could do a series on crypto crimes. I'll write that down actually. Oh, I lost my pen. Good thing I have two. Crime. I'm just gonna write down crime. I'm gonna give you credit. Tia. Keep going with the walking and the social media stuff. I gotta go. All right, fish man. Appreciate you. I'll keep walking because I hate sitting, so don't worry about that. Nature walk. Yeah, short live. Collab with another live streamer. Yeah, there's something about, we should get into this. I don't know why I'm hesitant to do collaborations with people. Maybe it's a judgment thing. Maybe it's my ego. There's not a lot of people who, I wouldn't, here's the thing, and this probably is the problem where I can't grow. I'm not really willing to do things I don't want to do in order, meaning not like work, but like I've been asked to do podcasts and stuff with other people, and like I look at their stuff and like they're I don't know how to put it. I don't like the standardized come on a podcast, explain your background, and it's these like cliche questions, and it's like they're trying to be interview, or like if it was just like this, like if you just threw on a camera and we were just talking, that's cool. Like I would love to do that, but I don't like cliche podcasts like that everyone's trying to get on their couch, get their fucking Shure SM7B microphone, and like I don't know. I think it's a judgment thing. I think I judge those people. Just because I don't think that's what they really want to be doing. What they're trying to do is trying to convince other people that like, I don't know. Now I feel bad because I'm judgmental. But maybe I should collab with other people. I'll write that down too. I'll say collab. And I'll give Crazy Platinum credit. Anyway, what are you guys doing this weekend? What's going on in India, if Tia's still here? What do you do on the weekends? I know you're in college, I think you said. Do you live on campus? That's a question. When I went to college in my hometown, and I never had the college experience. I never lived on campus. I think I robbed myself of some good times. I'm headed to the beach right now. Nice. I didn't know there were beaches where you lived. Isn't that... I think we talked about this last time. I think you're into Carolina. I didn't know there was beaches there. I'm not good with geography and knowing where things are, so... Like when I think beach, in my head, California is the only place with beaches, which is absurd and the dumbest thing to think, but in my head, that's what it is. But like I went to Seattle to visit my sister. You know that, crazy. And yeah, they have beaches. And I'm like, what? And then I look at a map. I'm like, oh, that makes sense. They are surrounded by water. We have lectures on Saturday too. Wow, just crushing it with education. That's good though. That's good. I mean, yeah, you definitely got to be careful of that, balance, but if you like what you're doing, I think you had said you're doing computer science. How long's the lecture on Saturday? I would say if it's more than like 3 hours, that's pushing it for a weekend. But, if I'm in college, I'm in a master's program that I like, a couple hours on the weekend, that's what you need. 6 hours per day, oh my gosh. On Saturdays too? That's a lot. But, again, you're sacrificing now for hopefully a more balanced life later when maybe you can, learn the skills, get a good job, and then maybe, yeah, okay. Colleges don't have dorms. We just live at home. Oh, okay. With our parents and rent out flats with roommates. Okay. And then travel for an hour. An hour to get to college too? Hold on. It takes you an hour to go to college and then 6 hours there and then an hour back. It's like a full-time job without getting paid. But, I mean, like I said, there is something to like putting the work in the first side, but like that's something I realized as a kind of remote video editor is how much time you get back by not having to drive everywhere. It's really valuable, actually. Like now I get to the point where I can evade California traffic really well by just knowing what times that people aren't on the roads. And like when I do get, like if I do get a video job where I have to go somewhere and shoot, and I'm stuck in traffic, I get irritated real quick. And then it hits me, I'm like, people have to do this every day sometimes. I would go crazy. That's the worst part, the traveling. Oh my gosh. I mean, yeah, I do, when it comes to education, I did much better going to classes. But, yeah, it would suck to have to spend an hour. I mean, if it was a train, I would take a train to be able to maybe be able to do something. Are you driving, like personally driving? I guess it wouldn't be that bad if you were on a train and you had a laptop or you could at least read lectures on your phone or something. Maybe spend that time doing something kind of valuable. But if you're driving, I guess you could listen to audiobooks and podcasts and stuff to, I don't know. I just think the car ride in traffic is such a... But I do have friends that actually enjoy that. It's like they say it's the only time they get like peace in their day, which is weird, but I can understand. I think I'm kind of a little, not ungrateful, but I don't realize that I've kind of set my life to not have to deal with traffic too much at all, really. We have internships after college, so I don't know how I'm still alive. I drive because trains are too bloody crowded. I like your language. There's something you had said earlier that I thought was cool, and then you said bloody crowded. I like that. Oh, I think you said flats. I like the word flats. It just reminds me of, I just hate my language, and I love, I don't know, people who say flats, they're just cooler. Mostly the working class travel by train. That's the way to do it. I mean, because someone else is driving. I understand it sucks because, yeah, it can be crowded. The trains can be late. You have to wait for them, but at least you could kind of get work done. Maybe. I guess if it's too crowded, you can't open up a laptop, but yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot that I just said. But, man, I mean, so your life is an hour travel, 6 hours of lectures, an hour back, and then an internship. Whew, that's it. Welcome to life. It doesn't have to be that way, but I don't know you enough to, like, I don't know if your motivation behind this is, how old are you? I can imagine maybe in your 20s, maybe not even 20. But, and I hate projecting my own personal experience onto others because everyone has different lives, but like what I wanted to do at 20 was mostly guided by what I thought I wanted others to see me as, and not really clear on, is this something I actually want to be doing? But I've met people who did find out what they really wanted to do at that age. So that's why I don't like to like project and say like, I don't know. The money is good though, plus I get to work in the AC all day, so that's chill. I mean, yeah, AC is good. And yeah, I mean, obviously, I think, yeah, money is always an important, decision or a factor. I think the only thing I'll say is like if you do start to kind of feel, I don't want to call it burnout. I think people say that, use it as a fashion term now, but like I think the goal should be, obviously, if you can, what am I trying to say? Here's what I'll say, is giving anyone full-time 8 hours, like at their office, that's a lot. I don't think that's ever worth a specific salary, but if the money's good and you can kind of be able to control your time more, that's the best. Even if it's taking a salary cut, the ability to structure your day how you want it, to be able to figure out, like maybe you figure out you hate traffic and you want to go take a yoga class. You want to spend an hour cooking. You figure out what your day-to-day needs to be for you to be a happy person, and then structure in where work fits. That's the best. But you're young enough, maybe you do work full-time for a couple of years to stack up some cash. How old are you? You don't want to know. I'm old. I'm 36 now. I was going to say 35, but I think I'm 36. I feel like peace, yes, 100%. Peace, and like I said, this whole concept of like working for the weekend is really sad, because that means you're giving 5 people 5 of your days to maybe have 2 of your own. Really only 1 of your own, because on Sunday you're stressing about having to give someone else. So like, I think even if you have to work 7 hours or 7 days, maybe it's 1 or 2 hours, but your day-to-day overall, you're in control of every day. Like I think that's, to me, that's very valuable to me, because I get to do all the things. Throughout my years, I have a list of things that I've noticed through just taking data on myself of like when I'm happy, and there's certain things I have to do, and I need flexible days to do that. I feel like more questionable how you had to think. but I won't judge you for it. I don't know what that means. Questionable. How you had to think, but I won't judge you. I wish I knew what you meant by that. If you could say that again, or if you could rephrase that, that'd be awesome. I don't feel judgment from anyone. I trust that most people's incentives are never really to hurt or judge. And if it does come across like that, it most likely is like they're unfortunately projecting something that they are either conscious of and suppressing or aren't even aware of. But I don't know, questionable how you had to think. I meant like you were thinking about how old you were was questionable. Oh, I mean like you don't know if I'm telling you the truth, questionable, or like it was funny that I didn't even know my own age. I don't know how I can prove that I'm 36. I was born in 88. I didn't know if we were in an odd or even year. And I didn't know, I was born in April, so I didn't know if I had to first figure out if we're in an odd or even year, and then I had to figure out if we're past April in the year. That's how like deep down the I never understand what's going on we are. I still feel sometimes I'm in my 20s. Like I think after like 24, I always thought I was like somewhere between 25 and 29. And like I don't even know how I'm 36 now, to be honest. Yeah. April birthday is very good. There's I think us April babies somehow magnetically attract other April babies. I know so many people who are like a couple days before my birthday, a couple days after. It's wild how many. That means 9 months before April, people were fucking getting it on, for sure. A December baby, that means that your parents were getting it on in March-ish. That's a good question. I bet crazy, don't tell me yet, I'm not going to look. I bet crazy platinum is, man, I'm going to say, I want to say 16, but maybe 19. 14, wow. I was close. I swear I wasn't looking. Underaged. What does that even mean? Underaged. I understand under 18, but like, it's just an age. But small. SMOL. I like that word, small. I thought it was more of like a. I see that small in crypto talk a lot. Like small frog or something. But yeah. At first I thought it said undergrad. And I was like, wow, 14 and you're in undergrad. That's awesome. But underage. Well, now the question remains. Oh, Tia did say. Tia's 21. Sorry, I was going to say that's the last thing to know is how old Tia is. So I think there's we're almost, I was going to say if I was still 35, then we would all be in a age where we're divisible by 7. Got 14, 21, and if I was 35, we would have skipped 28, but I'm 36, so I'm out of the loop. At least you guys are tied by 7s. And that's actually really funny. I'm literally older than both of you combined. That's kind of scary to me. 21 and 14 is 35. Wow, that's freaking wild to think about. That means if I put myself at the age of Tia, 21, and I added the amount of years from 21 that Crazy Platinum is, I would still be 1 year older than that. Why? Wild. Just go back a year. It's a simple task. Funny you say that. For the longest time, I was 33 pretty much for 3 years because I forgot I was 34 and 35. So for the longest time, I told everyone I was 33 for like 3 years. Not intentional. I wasn't like trying to not age. I'm dumb. And I don't understand time passing. Sometimes it makes no sense to me. But we can do that. Okay. I'm 35 still. So I'm in the sevens. I'm basically as old as both of you guys combined. Crazy, crazy. Whoop. Now I lost both of my pens. That sucks. I'm going to get them. Hold on. Ooh. Okay, we're back. I dropped 2 pens. My sister gave me this pen. Whoops. And it's like one of those fidget spinner things. It's on a pen. I don't know if you can see that it's spinning, but I do a lot of weird things with my hands, so. All right, Tia. Good night. I'm gonna head to bed. Good time. Appreciate you stopping in. Good luck with your lectures tomorrow. Yeah, get some sleep. I forgot it's like midnight for you. What's next on the agenda? See ya, Tia. It's a good phrase. Rhymes. See ya, Tia. It's only 3. I know. And Tia says she's from India. It's midnight for her. And then it's noon for me, and it's 3 o'clock for you. Wild how we somehow meet in this one moment, but it's different times for people. I can't move this. Hold on. There. Anyway. Time zones, I don't understand. Time passing, I don't understand. And even the whole concept of like, how do I put this? Like when you're 10, right? And it's summer break. 3 months when you're 10 is relatively a large part of the time you've been alive. Like 3 whole months is long. But then when you get older, say you're 30, 3-month period is nothing. So it's weird how like the longer you live, the shorter time periods get, kind of. And it's almost like an objective truth thing. Not really, it's not like oh, that summer flew by fast. It was literally, the summer was longer because it was a larger percentage of the time you've been alive. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah. Like when you're 10 and let's say a year passes, that is 1/10 of your life, right? But if you're 30 and a year passes, that year was only 1/30 of your life. So literally time almost passes faster as you get older in this weird, that's why it makes no sense to me. And you live with other human beings who are apparently having a similar experience to you, but how can they be when we're all different ages and it's like time's passing at a different speed for everyone? I don't get it. I don't get it. Now we're going back to the Matrix. Don't let me. Oh. Time's weird. I know. I know. And then I'll throw one more weird thing, right? Is the distance between 2 points is truly infinite, right? Because you should be able to cut any amount of distance in half, always, right? So from point A to point B, you can technically, theoretically, never get to point B if you continue to cut the distance in half. And so if you include that with time, there's almost infinity in between every second, because you can cut the duration of time in half for infinity, right? That means with every breath you take, there's infinity in that. It's crazy. Crazy. The concept of having and yeah. So there's a little infinity in between everything. What? That makes no sense. I don't get it. Let's see. Oh, question. What is for crazy, because I think you're the only one left. What is as your perspective, being 14, what do you think about the presidential election? Not anything specific politics or any, but I'm curious on what people your age, what are some things that you guys talk about, if anything? If I were to say anything about the president or the state of the country, what is how do you see the world? How do you see the current state of the country? Are you convinced previous generations have had it better? Where do you see? I'm really curious on an actual perspective of someone from your age, how you view the country. Don't get me started on math. That's funny. Math is awesome. Once you go beyond having to take a scary test. But yeah, I think applying math and numbers into the real world is really cool. And there's interesting Fibonacci, look that up. It's and the golden ratio. There's these weird mathematical patterns that are ingrained in nature. It's really interesting. Okay, all my conversations about presidential stuff is about presidents and Joe Biden. But what specifically about it? What do your friends, what do you and your friends say? Do you guys think Joe Biden is a goofball? Is he a joke? Is he a good president, a good man, a good person? Do you think he's running the country well? Do you see him as the opposite of Trump? Do you see Trump as an evil person? I'm just curious. Straight curiosity. I don't care. What am I trying to say? I'm not trying to extract an opinion out of you to judge your character. I'm truly curious on how someone your age sees, what is your perspective of life? Are you hopeful for the future? Is a good question that I would love an answer to. Okay. This is a sparkling water, just so people know. It's not like a alcoholic drink or anything. I actually don't drink alcohol. And I apologize. I just realized the mic is close. And to listen to someone drinking might sound gross, so sorry. No, it's not beer. It is sparkling water. What flavor is it? Raspberry nectarine. Can you see? Sparkling water. I stopped drinking 4 years ago. Alcohol is poison. I hate it. No judgment for people who do, but okay, at least answer one more question. Who do you think is going to win the election? Not who do you want. Who do you think? I'm just so curious. Because I think your generation is so important to understand so that we can work together. I never started drinking because that's illegal. Good for you. Excellent. Very good logic, sound logic. I'm not trying to, plant any seeds in your head whether drinking is good or bad. I think it depends on personality and intention behind it, but I will say, as a 14-year-old, I'm happy to hear that you never started drinking. Ooh, I think Trump, because a lot of people are talking about Joe Biden in not good ways. Okay, excellent. Excellent, and I appreciate you answering the question. So the sentiment that you are receiving is that people are talking about Joe Biden in negative ways, and you think Trump will win. I think that's a common, if I were to say, even from my perspective of the feeds and news and everything I get, I think I get I would come up with a similar outcome for that. With that logic would be the same. But for me, with a little experience of how sometimes markets work, a lot of the time, if there's a super common idea, sometimes the opposite happens. So that's what's so interesting to me about this election specifically is now that seems to be the common concept and idea, that now Trump is a no-brainer going to win. So it almost makes me now think that the opposite will happen. So I kind of think that Joe Biden will win. But I don't give a shit about politics. I don't care. I care more about human behavior and ideas and people's thoughts and stuff, more than if you're a fan of Trump or a fan of Biden, I don't care. I would rather ask you, what do you think about consciousness? And let's start there, rather than who do you like as a president? Do you drink coffee at 14? It's another question I have. No, I'm not a coffee fan. Got it. Do you not a coffee fan because you've tasted it and it's like bleh? Or have you tried it and you don't like feeling like caffeinated out of curiosity? I have a lot of questions, by the way. I won't try to bombard you with them, but I have a niece who is, well, I have two niece-in-laws. I think that's the right terminology. My brother married someone who already had two kids, so I think that's my niece-in-laws, I think. They are, I think one is 18 now and one is, I want to say 15. And they're in Vegas, and when I go there, I love to just ask them a bunch of questions. It's the flavor that doesn't please me. Got it. Well, I'd imagine there will be one day when you're older, maybe. By the way, I'm not trying to say like from a place of being older, like, oh, you young generation. I'm just saying maybe, I'd imagine there'll be a time where you just start drinking coffee, even if you don't like the taste. There's also obviously ways to make it taste better, sugar, cream. But I also have friends who don't drink coffee. I don't understand how they operate, but they don't. Ooh, what about energy drinks? So do you experience, do you still get caffeine? I would guess maybe if you do drink energy drinks, I bet you drink, I would hope it's not Prime. I would say Celsius if you do drink an energy drink. Let me know. I doubt it's Red Bull or Monster. I bet it would be Celsius. And give me 1 second. I have to look up. Okay. No, I don't drink energy drinks. It's just soda, water, and milk. Nice. I mean, soda, there's just a lot of sugar in it. Obviously, at 14, it's much easier for your body to process, but as you get older, I would cut back on the soda. That's all I got. That's all the advice I will give you. I don't like giving advice. I think it's better to just learn it. Ooh, but while we're at it, let me guess. Are you a Dr. Pepper guy? With a name like Crazy Platinum, I would imagine maybe you'd be a Dr. Pepper guy. I'd be surprised if you're just a regular Coca-Cola guy. Or maybe Mountain Dew. I remember Mountain Dews. Or maybe like a cherry Coke. I used to. If I were to put my top 10 when I was drinking soda, I would probably put Cherry Coke and Dr. Pepper would be probably battling for first place. Mountain Dew, though, for some reason, in the summer, if you're around a pool, Mountain Dew hits. You know? I knew it! Dr. Pepper is my number one. I'm a fortune teller. I don't know what it is that gave me the vibes. I just felt it. They have weird flavors now for Dr. Pepper too, right? Don't they have, I think they have a cherry Dr. Pepper. I've been out of the soda game for a very long time. But whenever I go to like Sometimes there's like burger places that have those machines that have a bunch of flavors and stuff. It's wild. All right, now next question. What about let's go fast food. Another thing that I don't really eat much, but I'm trying to be relatable. So when I was, let's say, in my teens, I'm going to rank fast food. I'm going to try to guess your number one fast food spot. Even though, let's try to, if there's a local spot there, let's not include that because I wouldn't know. But let's go with the normals. I'm going to guess, you're a Taco Bell guy. And then if we're going to do a list, I bet McDonald's is like fourth for you. I bet you go, maybe maybe Burger King's in there is number 2. Maybe Wendy's, and then I bet McDonald's is like 4th or 5th. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, Dr. Pepper 1, okay. Coca-Cola 2, classic. Cherry is number 3, okay. Fanta, okay. That's the orange one, right? It's like an orange soda. Was never a big fan of Fanta. And I'm surprised Mountain Dew isn't on your list, but Sprite, classic as well. I'd put Sprite up there too. I think for me, yeah, Mountain Dew was for some reason like a summer drink. So if we're going just year round, I think Sprite would have been maybe 3 or 4 for me. That lemon lime crisp feeling. But are you a Taco Bell guy? Be honest though. I don't want to be right if I didn't earn it. I'd actually be really happy if you said that you don't eat fast food. I guess I shouldn't even assume that everyone does. I guess I'm projecting my own childhood. Cookout. No, it's not local, but interesting. Oh, Burger King. You know what? You're not going to believe me. Before I said Taco Bell was your number 1, I was actually going to say Burger King's your number 1. You won't believe me, but I'm proud. Bojangle, never heard of it. McDonald's is 4, Wendy's is 5. Not a fan of Taco Bell. Got it, understood. I don't know why last minute I switched it up, but I swear I knew Burger King was high on the list. And technically, it could be number 1 if I don't include. Let me see if I'm going to look it up and see if I've ever seen one. Cookout restaurant, or I'll say, let me look at what these buildings look like. Okay, classic burger. Looks like it's got some onion rings, maybe a shake here. The fries look good. Thick. Looks like there's a corn dog here. Kind of obviously makes me hungry for a burger now. But I don't think I've ever been to a cookout. I'd say if there's anything I've experienced that looks the closest to that would be Maybe Five Guys. Five Guys Burgers and Fries would be a similar spot. What are your top 5 fast food fries? Good question. Okay, all time? Because I don't have a lot of... I think the only fast food place I'll go to now is we have a burger joint, In-N-Out, out here. And then Shake Shack is another place. Those are really the only 2 fast food places. Oh, actually, I take that back. And there's a chicken finger place. What's it called? The dog one. Raising Cane's. Those are the 3 that I have now. Those are usually the only 3 I'll have. But we'll go all-time fast food fries. Okay. Well, I feel like we have to go like type of fries because I don't think there's enough places. I guess we could come to a consensus on what's not local. Like we could go Burger King, McDonald's. It looks like you have Wendy's in there too. But I was thinking we could also do like type of fries, like crinkle cut or wedges or waffle fries. We could do that. But my favorite are crinkle cut. So like, I'm trying to think of, do any of those? Like, do you have, what's the other taco place? Del Taco? They had crinkle cut fries. Those, I think, those are my favorite type. If I had to do just those 3, the Burger King, McDonald's, Wendy's, I would go, man, that's tough. I think I'd have to go, I think I'd go Wendy's 1, Burger King 2, McDonald's 3. But neither of those are crinkle cut. If I had to do my type, it'd be crinkle cut 1, waffle fries 2, and then the type that looks like I'm seeing on this cookout, I Google images of it. I like those types. I'd probably put those at 3. And then like the, you know, everything else, like skinny shoestring ones, not a fan. But In-N-Out has good fries. I don't know. I don't think you have one. I think it's West Coast. We have a chicken chain called Raising Cane's, which has really good fries as well. They're little crinkle cut guys. Something about that texture. I don't know what it is. And for dipping sauce, I'd have to go ranch. Ranch is 1. And then, 2. Barbecue and honey mustard would be fighting for second place. And then whoever loses would be 3rd place, and then ketchup 4th. You know, ketchup's okay. But ranch, I think I'd go, a good honey mustard would be 2. And then barbecue, and then. But a lot of these places have like their own sauces now. They're usually like a pink looking sauce, which those are always great. I think they're usually ranch based though. Now we're just talking about food, and I love it. Let's see, where am I at? Time 77 minutes, okay. and almost 2 miles. Rock on. Okay. What time we got? 12:30. What is this? You didn't. You didn't give me your top 3 fries. Are you a waffle fry guy? Waffle fry? I like sweet potato fries too. I like sweet potatoes in general. I suggest no more. SEC alleges Lionel and Rock and Roll Stadium. Yikes. Okay, I think I'm 2 miles in. 12:30 is a good time for me to make some breakfast / lunch. I think I'm gonna make some oatmeal. As always, it's been a pleasure. Enjoy your weekend. Oh, you're good. But I definitely need to probably get some work done. As fun as this is, I need to be semi-responsible today. Appreciate you showing up, as always. And hold on, sorry. Yeah. Okay. Enjoy. Maybe I'll jump on that Minecraft thing one day. You'll have to show me the ropes. Because I know everyone's on Minecraft doing stuff. So, but yeah, I'm out of here. Have a good weekend. Enjoy life. Enjoy your Dr. Pepper and your cookout. I'm going to see if I can remember all this stuff for the future. But I have a lot of things linked right now. So I have North Carolina or South Carolina. I'll just say Carolina because I don't remember. Dr. Pepper, cookout, Minecraft, and maybe anime. But yeah. Anyway, I'm out of here. Talk to you later.